We are going to be rebranding the show either this week or next week.
He's a 10, but he's already married.
What happened? It betrayed our trust. Yes, Eugene looked angry, Zach looked sad, and I looked disgusted.
Today, we're going to explore an issue that has been coming up frequently over the past few months and has even gone viral on YouTube and other online platforms. Ned Fulmer cheating on his wife.
My wife? 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 My wife?
We've seen rumors floating around about this, but today we're going to get to the bottom of what we all really want to know. Did Ned Fulmer cheat on his wife? We'll explore some of the evidence that people have shared in their videos, as well as provide some statements from Ned and those close to him that could help us draw conclusions. In this video, we're going to show you evidence that Ned Fulmer may be cheating on his wife.
Hi, I'm Ned and I'm married. I'm the one that always talks about his wife.
Is Ned cheating on his wife? What does a body language expert say about these photos? And is there any other evidence that he's being dishonest? Let's find out. Body in our first photo, we see that Ned has been looking at another woman for quite some time now. He hasn't taken his eyes off of her since she walked in. This photo shows us that Ned has been staring at another woman for quite some time now. He hasn't taken his eyes off of her since she walked in. If you look closely, you'll notice that Ned is even leaning forward slightly to get a better view of her. We see here that Ned has once again turned to look at another woman who just entered into his field of vision. He doesn't seem to be paying attention to what's going on with his family anymore. It looks like he may have something else on his mind. Here we can see that Ned isn't really paying attention to anything going on around him. It seems like he's thinking about something else entirely. Here we can see that Ned still seems preoccupied with something else other than what is happening around him. And here we can clearly tell that Ned isn't listening to anything anyone is saying. The shirt. After filming his first commercial, Ned's wife notices that a shirt he's wearing looks just like one that she bought him a few months ago. She demands to know if he got it at Target and tells him to go put it back, claiming they can't afford such luxuries right now. When he returns without it, she asks why, and he admits that he didn't feel comfortable returning it because they need every dollar they have to make ends meet. Later in bed, she accuses him of having an affair with a woman who works at Target. He denies it but doesn't deny buying clothes there. The next day, his wife calls in sick to work so she can follow her husband around town all day. Ned has no idea what's going on until he gets home from work and finds her sitting outside waiting for him. She confronts him about being unfaithful and he finally breaks down and confesses everything. It turns out that while shopping at Target, Ned ran into an old high school friend named Emily who also happened to be shopping there. They went their separate ways after saying hello, but when Emily saw his commercial later that night, she called him immediately to tell him how great it was. They met up for coffee and talked about old times for a couple hours before parting ways again. The phone call. After dinner, Ned decides to make a call to his former lover. He tells her that he had a great time catching up and is looking forward to seeing her again soon. She says she misses him too, but doesn't want their relationship to negatively impact his marriage or family life. In order for them to see each other again, she demands that he end things with his wife once and for all and proposes that they meet in person so that they can discuss it further on camera. A few days later, Ned meets Michelle at an undisclosed location to talk about their future together. It becomes clear during their conversation that Michelle has no intention of giving up until she gets what she wants, Ned completely breaking off his relationship with his wife. As they continue to talk, Ned begins to realize just how much he really loves his wife and children and how empty his life would be without them. The realization hits him like a ton of bricks. If he gives in to Michelle's demands, then not only will his kids suffer, but so will his own emotional well-being. Who did Ned Fulmer cheat with? Alexandria Herring is allegedly the woman Ned had an affair with. reported TMZ and the Los Angeles Times. Alexandria, who is a Try Guys associate producer and a host on the Food Babies, reportedly revealed in a now private Try Guys video that she'd been with her fiancé, Will Thayer, for 10 years, Hit points out. According to Page 6 and the Daily Mail, a Reddit user sent Will footage of Ned and Alexandria kissing in a club, which is what fueled the affair, reports. How did Ned Fulmer's wife respond? Ariel Fulmer, with whom Ned shares 2 kids, posted a statement on social media and thanked fans for their support. "Nothing is more important to me and Ned than our family, and all we request right now is that you respect our privacy for the sake of our kids." How did the Try Guys respond?
We are going to be rebranding the show either this week or next week.
In addition to their official statement, the Try Guys began rebranding their online presence since Ned. For example, as several Twitter users pointed out, the group's social bios now omit a red heart that previously represented Ned's place in the group. On October 3rd, Eugene, Zach, and Keith released a video called What Happened, in which they clarified the timeline of Ned's cheating scandal. They found out via fans over Labor Day weekend, they explained. Thus began a 3-week process of engaging with employment lawyers, corporate lawyers, HR, PR, and more, in order to make sure we were taking all necessary steps, Eugene said. Ned was also edited out of certain content, while some videos were scrapped entirely, the group explained. While the group didn't reference Ned's affair partner by name, Eugene did end the video with a request for fans. The internet has a tendency to be a lot harsher towards women than men, so please, we ask that you exercise kindness. Other responses to the cheating scandal. The Daily Mail reports that Will removed all photos of Alexandria from his Instagram account, which is now private. Alexandria hasn't commented on the news. Several former BuzzFeed creators also appeared to discuss the controversy, though some have since deleted their initial reactions. Twitter users shared their reactions to the drama as it unfolded, and several noticed the irony of a resurfaced Try Guys TikTok where Ned says he's a 10, but he's already married.
He's a 10, but he's already married.
Conclusion. In summation, we have some evidence that suggests Ned has been cheating on his wife. I can't say for certain whether or not he is cheating, but there is enough circumstantial evidence to suggest that he might be. It would be inappropriate to make a judgment in a case like this, but you should now be able to decide for yourself how likely it is that Ned is having an affair. Thank you for watching, and remember, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. See you next time.
He's a 10, but he's already married. My wife, my wife, my wife, my wife.
My wife, 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 my wife.
What happened? It betrayed our trust. Yes, Eugene looked angry, Zach looked sad, and I looked disgusted.
We are going to be rebranding the show either this week or next week.